Welcome to the fourth episode of the No Wasta Needed podcast. I threw a new name out there.
It's a fire name.
Shout out to AB, by the way.
Shout out to both of us.
No, I'm keeping it
for real.
Keep it funky. I'm keeping it real.
No.
He came up with this wonderful name of the podcast. I think it's wonderful. I'm biased, but No Wasta Needed. Why did you say No Wasta Needed, by the way?
I just thought about it, man. It just flowed nice.
Yeah.
It was good, right? It bangs.
I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't give credit out that much, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you know that was really the name. So No Wasta Needed podcast, episode 4. We in the building. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, whatever languages you have. What's going on? This is the Expat Bros, one half of the Expat Bros, Justin Hamza.
Other half. AB, welcome back, guys. Episode 4. Thanks for joining us again.
Yes.
Happy to have you.
Most importantly, we are powered by Qatar Day. This No Wasta Needed podcast will not happen without Qatar Day in the building. And we're here at the space in Workington as well. Shout out to the Share Properties in Workington for having us here today. But enough of all that. We have a guest.
Special guest.
Yeah, of course.
Special guest.
This is special. This is landmark territory. This is our first female guest on the pod, right?
Alhamdulillah.
Very excited to have her here. And if I mispronounce her name, please don't kill me. I can pronounce her name. No, but this is Oksana Arseniuk, right? How's my Russian, everybody? How was it, right? Miss Oksana, how you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm happy to meet you in person.
Yes, absolutely. Had a nice conversation. It was prior.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to get to know you a little bit better.
Likewise.
All right? So now we're really going to get into more of the questions here. So before we begin, do you have any business to state? Because I always forget something.
No.
This pod. I always forget something.
It's the usual. You guys, you know what to do. You press the button, guys. Follow, subscribe, engage, the usual. And tune into episode 5, episode 6, and so forth. But now we have our guest, Miss Oksana.
Yes.
Let's begin.
Got a question. This is the most important question. How did this all begin? You thinking about being an influencer. Did you ever think that you would be at this height today as an influencer? Or did you just kind of fall into this way, this lifestyle? Talk to us about that.
Well, I never think about being an influencer.
Okay.
My blog started growing in 2018. It was exactly the time when I moved to Qatar. I was inspired by new culture, new locations, new places, and new country for me. So I decided to share everything in my Instagram. At the time, it was very small. I posted, people engaged with me. They asked about places. I answered. Day by day, it was more interactions. It kept me going. It was kind of motivation. People reaction was the biggest motivation for me.
Right.
And then I decided to take it seriously.
Okay. So you said that people's reaction got you motivated, got you excited. What about it? Like what did the likes motivate you? Did the shares motivate you? What are the comments? What motivated you the most?
The most, I think, it's the messages, real messages from people. It was very impressive for me that people have so much interest about the places I share, that they are living in the country, but still they don't know the places. And it's me who just came and go and share, and they have this interest.
Right.
Leaving and coming to Qatar, obviously you had to start over. What was the hardest part of starting over?
The hardest part for me to start a blog and take it as a job was the fact that I had completely different background and I had to quit it. I had a very good and strong career in Russia. I was working in the bank. And yes, and for many people, for my family members, for friends who knew me as a woman from
Russia.
Banking background, for them it was very difficult to understand that I started something different, completely different for me. To start a blog for many people, it's still like a hobby. But actually, I try to explain them that as any job, working in social media, it requires the same things. It requires discipline, business smarts, working in competitive field, motivation,
Yeah.
and sometimes maybe my content looks beautiful and relaxed, but sometimes I have stressful days in my.
Every job has stress. You're absolutely right.
I do have a question about this though, because in America, Canada, we see this a lot where people are working, right? So you say you're working at the bank.
Exactly.
People are working full-time job, but they're doing TikToks, after work, doing work. In America, it's a big culture of doing a TikTok in your car, right? If you were eating in the car, be editing in the car, and people getting fired for it, right? So when you were doing it and you were kind of balancing working at the bank, and then also you started your influencer, style, did you ever get in trouble? Did someone ever tell you you can't do both, or did no one know anything was happening?
I actually started when I already quit
Oh,
banking. So the point is, I had opportunity to continue my banking career because I had very big experience in Russia. But because I started blogging and I had good interaction with people, I feel motivation to continue.
yes.
That's a big decision you made because you had a full-time job, and to stop that to follow your passion, it's very, very how do I say it?
I applaud you.
I applaud you. Yeah. Many people don't really follow their passions.
Yeah, when you invest a lot of time in building career in the bank, and then you start
Brand new.
completely
Yeah.
brand new chapter. In some point, it was very hard for me personally to think if I'm doing correct.
Yes.
What was your support system then if it was hard, right? You can't be by yourself. Did you have family supporting you, friends that supported you in this new endeavor?
The biggest supporter at that time until now, it was my husband.
MashaAllah.
Nice.
Yes.
Shout out to
Hear
him.
it.
Shout out to husband, MashaAllah.
Salute to you, brother.
Coming from Russia, different culture, different country, and then coming to Qatar, how does that feel? What was the cultural shock to you? What did you first realize? Because now, mashallah, you are, I think outside, you told me you're 7 years. Now you're pretty much Qatari, you're pretty much part of the culture now.
Here's your bio.
Full of wardrobe at home.
Yeah. So how did you now, new career inshallah back then, and then now new culture. How did that change you?
Living in Qatar as a Russian woman, for me, it's a kind of balancing between two different cultures.
Exactly.
First of all, at home, I try to keep my Russian culture alive.
Yes.
I try to cook Russian dishes for my husband and his relatives. I try to listen Russian music to be on trend and learn more what is new in Russia.
Yes.
I watch movies, of course, but when I'm outside, I embrace of experience living in this beautiful culture. I learn new things, I visit new places, and I think living abroad, you don't need to pick
Aside.
one activity over another one.
That's a good point.
You can be both.
Yes, you can.
You can have two homes and you can belong to different cultures.
Yes.
You can learn and discover more and more. And actually, I think it's what makes my life so unique, and I'm so happy about it.
Yes, yes. So when family asks you, why are you not back in Russia yet? Why are you not coming back home? What do you tell them? Because they're asking that question.
I try to visit my family once a year in the hottest time of the year in Qatar, in August.
Yes.
But most of the time, even in August, we are all the time busy here in Qatar, influencers.
I like how you said you can have two homes, because just because you're living in this country, you never lost your identity back home. And you're still maintaining your identity, whether it's the food, it's the language, it's the culture, it's the fashion. You are still, at the end of the day, Russian. And home is, as expats, home is something that we are always trying to define, because is home a feeling or is home a place?
Yes.
So I really appreciate how you answered that question, and you said, why can't I be from both places?
Yeah, that's expatriates life. We have to keep our culture, and it's also interesting for people, for my Qatari friends. It's very interesting for them to when I share our traditions, our cultural moment, and also to my friends. I have friends from Latin America. We always discuss these things.
Yes.
Yes.
What is in your country? What is in my country? Like we exchange this experience. We exchange knowledge, and it's beautiful part of being in expatriate circle.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. If you could go back when you first arrived, now that you're 7 years in the game, 7 years, you can go back and tell yourself one piece of advice, what would it be? I've always asked this question, always. What would it be?
I would say you are stronger than you think. Because when you just arrived, everything looks so different, so unfamiliar.
Yeah.
You feel like there are too many moments, maybe in some point you will not fit the community, maybe you will not find friends, maybe you will be always homesick.
Yes.
But I think at that moment you shouldn't be so strict to yourself. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to call your parents, call when you feel that. If you miss your country, go and visit, but never give up on discovering your opportunities that new country might give you.
Yes.
I agree with you. When you come, everything is so big because it's unknown.
You feel lost.
You feel lost. There's so much coming at you.
True.
And there's no navigation. So everything is confusing, or like you said, if you want to cry, go cry.
Yes.
If you want to go home, visit.
Life is about experiences and difficulties. We all have it, and it's natural.
I think that's so real because I think a lot of times people would say, "Oh, don't cry. You know, you got to have a straight face. You have to be strong." But sometimes we are human. Sometimes we feel weak.
Yeah, we need this moment.
Right. We need those moments to let it out so we can kind of reset and then go ahead stronger. Right.
Exactly.
But if you are going to keep that, interior, I'm strong, and sometimes it's going to break, and then sometimes we break and then it doesn't come back. It takes a long time for us to get back into a strength again. So I really appreciate your answer there.
Pressure is real.
Yeah, it is real.
Oh, pressure is real, man.
Speaking of pressure, perfect segue to this question. Thank you for that. Alley-oop, right? Dunk. So when it comes to pressure, there has to be a lot of pressure to continue to maintain, your popularity, to give people what they're looking for, as an influencer. I'm sure there's a lot of likes, a lot of pings on your phone, a lot of notifications and things like that. How do you handle being maybe distracted or overwhelmed sometimes by so much coming at you in terms of the content?
Living in this environment and following all the trends and tracking all your personal engagement is hard. It's stressful, but I always learn to remind myself why I started it and what was the moment that motivated me initially, and the moment was real connection for me. But to receive at the end of the day the message from the person who said I was so inspired by your videos, by your story, it was so helpful. It's so much more important than 1,000 likes or 10,000 views. So that's connection, that's something what motivates me. And when I'm tired from being always trying to be on top, trying to grow, trying to improve my channel, when I need this moment, I disconnect. I unplug myself from social media.
I want to ask you about that. Yeah.
I do things that I like, and it helps.
Can I ask her a question before? Because keep that in your mind. Yeah. But I have to ask this question as well. So, can you share maybe something that a subscriber or follower has messaged you that's really made you feel proud or made you reflect or did something impactful to you? Can you share maybe one, not names, but just a message or a story about someone messaging you?
As a woman, I changed a lot throughout my experience of living here. I came with a certain style, but the beauty of modesty of the country changed me a lot, and I changed my style as well. So the messages I receive very often, and it's so inspirational for me, it's so motivational for me. other messages about how I embrace my elegance and how I make them feel motivated to wear and follow modest fashion as well. Because modest fashion is developed so much nowadays, and a lot of big brands also make a line and collection.
Yes.
They got inspired by Middle East, and to share modest fashion in my account, in my Instagram, make me feel and receive these messages make me feel so motivated.
Yes. Thanks for sharing that.
No, that's beautiful. That's actually beautiful. You are right. The modest fashion has grown a lot. Whether it's in
It's international trend.
yes, whether it's in streetwear
And
or
it started everything here.
everything started here.
Yes.
The culture. So whether it's in streetwear, it's in high fashion. The modesty line now has been grown.
Yeah.
You see it everywhere now, mashallah. But going back to, you said a very important point, and I like that because you are an influencer. So you work based on social media. But you said I like to unplug, which is very important because people don't think that you have stress.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, unplugging is a very important thing because sometimes you see it, the pings, the likes, the views, all these things are in your face all the time. Okay, you get in the beginning you were happy.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh my goodness, people are viewing me and this and that.
Numbers always going up and
Numbers
down.
going up and down. So then, in the beginning, you're like, numbers are going up, and then when numbers go down, what happened? You go down. You know, so these things are directly affecting you. So how do you deal with that? That's the thing. How do you when was it where you're like, I'm gonna live my life, and whether the numbers go up or they're down, I am me no matter what. Like, when did you figure that out?
By keeping all my audience from year to year. I have people following me for 7 years.
Wow.
That it's so important for me to receive these messages from people. I follow you from 7 years. So okay, you can make viral video that goes throughout the countries and you gain some followers, some views, but that's just a number. The most important is the people who stay with you for years.
Yes.
So when I feel down and when I receive messages like this, I realize that staying true to myself and always following what you really started for.
Yes.
It's more important than actually big views, random videos with million views. I have such videos.
Yeah, no.
It's nice, but my audience is more important. People that I built for so many years and stay with me.
Yes.
No, it's beautiful.
Question: have you met any of your audience members?
Of course.
Okay.
The fans, yes. Come on.
I have to ask. I have to ask, right?
Those are her day one.
Because some people I know, they haven't met anyone in real life. It's just people that follow them, subscribe to them, but they haven't met them. Yeah. So it's really cool that you have met some
I met them all the time. Sometimes I met even in elevator when people say like, I saw you in, I say, Instagram. And I said, yes. Like they know, they follow me. I mean, they follow many accounts. Some knows even what I was sharing 1 year ago. They remember. Some people memorize my face but don't remember exactly some other details. But I met them all the time.
Nice.
No, it's beautiful that people see you online, but you're also human too, and you're able to talk to your fans. Like there's no barrier because the screen's a barrier. You know this thing right here, it's a barrier. But you are able to interact with your people and get to know them and talk to them. So there's a human interaction, real human interaction, not just likes and comments and follows. You know,
official sometimes. Well,
it's something what also make me feel that I have to always be going. I have to continue with what I started. Messages and meeting people in real life, it's best reward for influencer.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, that's good.
I was going to ask you a simple question, right? What's your favorite platform and why? That's a simple one.
I use two platforms.
Okay.
I am on Instagram and I am on TikTok.
Okay.
I feel like my Instagram is like my family already. It's people who with me from the moment I started. Like it's real my family. It's I feel pain when I see someone unfollow me. It's really something what I work a lot on. And TikTok is also a good platform. I have millions views on TikTok as well. I have viral videos. I have videos that brought so many clients for companies that I work with. And I use TikTok for duplicate content sometimes on Instagram, and sometimes I create TikTok with the certain trends that are on.
Yes.
Ongoing.
So this is another question because I'm in marketing, so I like to ask these questions. How did you figure out what marketing was, like a strategy?
I studied marketing as well.
So work as well?
I studied finance and marketing.
So you did. That was your degree.
Yes, finance.
Oh, so she knows the game.
Yeah. So you already came in with an idea of how this all works.
I came with experience of public speaking as well, also because I was a business trainer in the bank in the beginning, so I know how to sell as well. So that background actually helped me in Instagram. But as well, I learned so many new things, such as editing, filming. If you see my videos 5 years ago and now, it's very
big difference. Yeah.
Yes.
The growth.
In Instagram, you have to learn a lot.
I really did not think that question would produce that answer.
No, I didn't.
I really did not think we would go there to know that you actually were in finance and marketing.
Yes.
So you have business background, marketing, finance.
I love marketing. Marketing, it's based on sales.
Yes.
Without marketing, you cannot operate. You cannot sell anything.
Do you love the psychology of marketing? Because people's behaviors,
No.
right? That's the thing that I love about it the most. Do you like that as well? What's the most favorite part of the marketing for you?
The money.
Depends what you create.
I'm joking. Hey, I'm telling you now. When the money comes in, everyone loves marketing.
I promote luxury and aesthetics. I know how to make it in the best way.
Nice.
I know that it has to be aesthetic. I know that I cannot dance in my Instagram.
No dancing.
No dancing.
No trend,
no,
like.
I don't do
all right.
that.
No, but the dancing and the TikTok is like for the younger high school kids.
Yes.
So for her, if you see her page, it's elegant, it's modest.
Yeah.
So there's a certain demographic that she's looking at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she doesn't need to dance.
It comes also out of respect of the company that I work.
Absolutely, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I was thrown back in a positive way because I didn't know. Because sometimes when you ask questions, you think you get a straight up answer. Oh, yeah, I like TikTok. But now we got to know a little bit of background. Okay, I think that's a good question, right?
No, it's a very good question.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
I didn't think that she was a marketing guru.
Right?
I didn't think so.
That's good.
Let's talk about now World Cup and cultural moments.
Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely.
You've witnessed 2 World Cups.
Yeah,
You've witnessed what most people will never witness in their lives.
I'm lucky.
So, let alone 1, you've witnessed 2.
Like,
Let's talk about that. Okay. Number 1, which World Cup was better? I'm joking.
both.
Both.
Both are awesome.
But let's talk about the World Cups and the moments that you've were part of.
Yeah. Yes, I'm absolutely happy about it that I got opportunity, and I'm grateful for Qatar that I experienced World Cup here. I had so many emotional moments here, and it's still very fresh. Those memories and it's lifetime memories and impressions, and I'm very happy. And I actually attended the opening ceremony of the World Cup here.
Oh, mashallah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and when I was there at the stadium, seeing all these people came to the place that I am now calling home, I feel so proud. I feel so happy. I feel a part of historic event, and that's actually that I will never forget. I will never forget. And That's make me so happy.
I like how you call Qatar home. I like how you keep referring to Qatar as home now.
It's my home.
It is your home.
I have two homes. I have Russia, my home, and Qatar, my home, and it's completely different homes. But each of them with their own rhythm, sparkle, and meanings.
I like that.
You mentioned before previously that there are some things that you still keep that are Russian here that you do. All right. What's the favorite thing that you do here in Qatar that keeps you grounded in your Russian heritage?
My favorite thing, what I do.
Could be food. It could be anything.
I think food is the best expression of the culture. So since my husband is not Russian, I keep introducing him to my culture through my dishes.
Through dishes.
Nice.
Also, as well, I celebrate some important dates for Russian history.
Yes.
I attend embassies event. We celebrate the Day of Victory. So all these things, patriotic things, I keep following here. So it doesn't matter where I am. It's part of me. I belong to Russia, and I celebrate it here as well.
Yes. Nice. Shout out to Russia, by the way. All the Russians in Qatar.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys. All right. We do know some Russian families here. Wonderful.
Do we? You're Russian?
We in the school.
We have Turkish family in our school. Very nice people, mashallah.
Absolutely.
Very nice people, man. I love Russian, by the way. Very nice people.
Yes, absolutely.
Very nice.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Actually, in my Instagram, what I always think about it, I have to do good because I represent my country here.
Oh, that's very, very real. Yeah.
That's real. Because a lot of times you represent your last name, but you also represent a whole country.
Exactly.
So no one ever seen Russia and they seen you.
Yeah.
That's what they act like, you know?
I think I'm the biggest account in Qatari Instagram of Russian.
You probably are.
You probably are.
Yeah, absolutely.
No question that.
How does that feel? A lot of pressure.
I feel proud.
Yes.
I feel happy.
Yes.
It's my work, and I feel that I'm represent the country in a good way, in a modest way, in an elegant way. And sometimes I even share with my followers some of cultural aspects that my country proud of, and I get a lot of positive feedback of people interested to read that as well, besides of my general content of beauty and aesthetics.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then one question before, I know you probably have one as well.
Yeah, say it.
What's the most challenging thing about being an influencer? Because I know sometimes people think it's easy.
Oh yeah, that's
right. People that take your
No, that was actually my question.
That's over my man.
Yeah, because like people always say like anyone can become an influencer. They don't understand him.
I think if you take it really seriously, if you invest your time, your creativity, your smarts in it, you can achieve results. But it really required a lot of time, a lot of networking, a lot of connections, a lot of you have to follow all trends. You have to be fresh all the time in your content. You have to be different from others as well. You cannot call yourself influencers if you copy other bloggers.
Oh, okay. Because then you're a follower.
Yeah, because you have to be different. Yeah. You have to be like if you are copy paste, it's not a way how you would influence people by doing something what other already did.
True.
So you have to be authentic in everything what you do and everything what you share.
How do you keep up with the trends though? That's it. Okay.
I spend a lot of time on social media actually. So it's very tiring, but I do. And also I have my I follow other bloggers as well.
Okay.
That's true.
And that's normal. It's our life. We spend so many times nowadays in social media. So I follow trends. I read. I learn, and I represent it in my account.
This is another question as well, because mashallah, you're at a very high level in terms of your followers, engagement, everything on your social media. do you think that anyone who's up and coming, right, in terms of influencing and marketing, do they need a business mentor or marketing mentor? And did you have that as you went up, you know, in terms of popularity and likes? Did you have a mentor that you called upon?
You know, I receive such messages from people who ask advices, and I do advise them. It's not a problem, and I'm happy to help. And as well, I ask advices from other bloggers. We discuss so many things. We also have our own community here, and it's not a problem for me to ask as well.
Okay.
And if people ask me to help, I will help. I will guide. If someone have lost in this field, I will guide. It's not a problem.
Okay.
You know, as an influencer, obviously you're sharing your life online, or a piece of yourself online.
Yeah.
Where do you stop doing that? Because before you said you unplug, right? So how do you keep your privacy to yourself?
I made my personal decision not to share my private life on social media.
Very good.
I do share a lot in my social media. I share my thoughts, my experience. I work a lot with different companies. I collaborate a lot with other influencers as well. But I had made very strong decision not to share my private life. It's something that is only for me.
Yes. Very smart.
Very important.
Yeah.
You know, privacy nowadays, privacy is luxury.
True.
So
Are you a rapper now?
No.
Philosopher?
No, but it's true
I
though,
agree.
because people nowadays they overshare on social media,
Yeah.
and then I get paid for it.
Right.
So
This part of my life, it's just for me.
it has to be free. It has to. You have to keep it to yourself, and also you have to. It keeps you grounded and your sanity as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if people know too much about you, they can always invade your privacy. You know, so it's not
Yeah.
good.
It's my personal choice. When I need to talk, I talk with my mother, and nobody else.
When you first told your mother, I'm doing content creation, I'm going to be an influencer, or that was something that you thought you would do, what did she say?
She didn't like it.
Why didn't she like it?
What do you mean? She went from a banking,
Banking, yes.
high banking, by the way,
Yeah.
with a degree in marketing and finance.
Right.
I was head of sales.
Head of sales.
So it was a long way, and no, my parents, of course, they would love to if I was a banker in Qatar as well. For them, they are very conservative. They are on social media, but they are not the big users, and they still don't know about opportunities. And opportunities in social media are endless, and it's a trend for many years ahead. So I'm trying to explain. I already introduced my mother a little bit to the media world. She supported me on my trip to fashion weeks.
Wow.
So she saw everything behind the scenes.
Yes, that's nice. That's really nice.
That also helped, but in the beginning, no, they didn't like it.
Yeah, because
They wanted to see me as a banker.
seeing is believing, right?
Good.
Yeah.
So
I think you have to shout out your hometown, where you were raised, and then what lesson did that hometown, give to you? You know, because I know I'm from, New Jersey in the U.S., and that gave me, certain things. From Canada, maybe gave you certain things. So from your hometown, is there any lessons or the way that people are and how their families are? Any lessons that you took even into Qatar that kind of guide your life?
We always make jokes that I came from the place where it is -50 to +50, which is 100 degrees difference. I came from Siberia.
Oh, really?
hey, we're not that different. In Canada's cold too. We're not as cold as you guys. You guys are colder.
It's colder.
Yeah, you guys are way colder.
It's very cold.
So what's the average temperature in Siberia?
In Vilnius, could be -55.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an area of oil and gas. as well.
That means when you throw the water just freezes in the air.
Yes, and it's a time when it's very difficult to breathe actually outside.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy. From minus 50 to plus 50.
to plus 50.
Bro, did you see the temperature difference?
Yeah.
She went from extreme cold to extreme heat.
Was that something that you welcomed? Like, I'm going to Qatar, it's going to be hot. Like, I like hot weather, or it's like, I don't really like hot weather, but...
I like Qatar.
Okay.
I need sun, yes.
need sun,
I
okay.
feel energized when
I said,
wake
I
up.
need sun. I need
It's essential to life. I need something.
I feel very energized when I wake up and it's already sunny.
Okay.
Because a part of Siberia, I live also in Moscow
Yes.
10 years, and
Yes.
when you wake up and it's gray, it's not
Yeah.
for me. I prefer sunny weather. Yeah.
seasonal depression. It's true.
So
It's a real thing.
I've never been to Moscow, so is gray a lot, like the sky? Is it, or not?
Yeah, it's gray a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But we have also sunny months,
Yeah.
and we have good winter.
Yes.
It's not so cold.
Okay.
But when you wake up and you don't see sun, it's difficult. And I wake up an early bird, and I wake up early here. So
Hear the roosters in the morning. That's how you know you're early bird. Hear the roosters and you get up.
You wake up before the iPhone line clock.
Absolutely. I remember my first time in Thailand. I heard these roosters like 4 in the morning. I'm like, what is going on? Like I was not used to that. You know,
not at 4 o'clock, but
it could be earlier.
7 still very early. I
Yeah.
consider myself.
Okay.
7? No, you are early.
That's still early for most
It's
people.
early, by the way. 7 is early.
Some people don't get up to 12.
Yeah, no,
that's a lot.
7 is early, man.
Definitely.
That's crazy. So my question to you is, you get all this feedback and criticism from fans. Okay, what is one piece? We already spoke about the positive one. Now, positive critique is also very important too on social media. So let's say it's positive critique.
Yeah.
What's one piece that you would want to share?
One of the message that really make me stop and think. It was a message of person saying, "Oh, your life looks so perfect. Did you ever share anything real?" So then I realized that making content online actually make people think that everything is perfect from my side, but they don't have this. Like polished content make people think the way that I'm better than them or my life is better, which is not true. Everyone have problems, and everyone experienced the different part of ups and downs during the life. And myself at that moment, I decided to be more open with my audience. So not to make only polished, beautiful pictures in my account, but also to share moments when I'm down.
Very smart.
Maybe sometimes ask advice or share different experiences that make my content more authentic and more realistic.
Right.
Because staying true to yourself actually makes things flows more naturally.
Yeah.
And it's actually easier on YouTube, by the way, because you don't have to maintain this image all the time. It's very exhausting to always look this polished all the time.
It is exhausting. It is boring. It is not interesting. And people in social media sometimes also come in for support. And when I share my side, maybe they experience same things.
Yes.
So maybe sharing my story can help them with their own problems, and so I decided to be more open with my audience, and their feedback was painful to receive, but actually it helped me to grow, and I'm thankful for it.
Going back to, so number one, yes, I agree with you, because you took on the role of being a role model, not just an influencer, but you're actually a role model now. And secondly, keeping social media is all about smoke and mirrors, okay? You don't know what's real, what's fake nowadays. Now even with AI now.
Exactly.
So it's very difficult nowadays. You don't know even if the person in front of you, in front of your screen is real or fake. Now
You're real. I hit you. You're real.
Now keeping with the glamour and the aesthetics. Keeping up with the glamour and the aesthetics. How tiring is that to always maintain that image?
Sometimes there are moments when I feel hard that you create certain image, and you have to be always on top of the trends.
Yes.
You always have to look perfect. No, at that time I stopped myself saying you have to be true to yourself. Your image of polished beauty and aesthetic shouldn't take over of you.
Yeah.
And you have to follow things that you really like and enjoy.
I want to ask you a question, okay? Because right now, you said until I got that message from that person or that fan, you didn't really think about these things. Now, in the beginning, when you were doing these things, there is you, the real person, the one that you're, and then there's you online.
Yeah.
Was there a stage or a point where there was two people forming that were separate? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there was the online version you, and then there's the.
Is there a big difference?
Big difference, yes.
I think there is difference. I'm trying to stay true to myself and be like I am, but I met people actually from who contacted me in Instagram. We met in real life, and when she said like you are so much warmer than in Instagram,
yes,
I realized that some people see me as differently, see me a bit colder. Maybe because this my focus on luxury and aesthetic create an image that is not really for my true character, or maybe in reality it is easier to express yourself than in social media.
You know, typically when you see people online, especially the models, they're not smiling, they don't look happy, and because you are behind a screen, it's easy to judge you. I can say that this person is mean or something.
It's 30 seconds to
30
text.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds. I've already made my judgment already.
Yeah.
And it's not fair for you.
Yeah.
So people, when they see you and you're smiling and you're laughing and all of these things, then they add those human emotions that come to you.
Yes, I know that everyone can have bad days.
Yeah.
I know this, and I try to take it this way that most probably this was instant reaction, or maybe the person really didn't like, or maybe sometimes I receive feedback that also make me think maybe I have to improve in certain ways. So I read every message. I try to understand what person really meant. When it's real insult or very negative message.
A bot.
Of course I say.
The bot message.
But that was in the beginning. Now after 7 years, my skin already sick and I have kind of immunity about it.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's growth.
You know what? You mentioned something about like kind of what's real, or what's not real, and people not understanding that. Do you know who Charleston White is? How do I describe him? He is someone who creates content. He's someone who's a lightning rod for, people, saying he's this way or that way. Thing he says that is very interesting. He said that I am a character, and you people love it. And so he's not even hiding the fact that he's a different
so people
person.
don't take him seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so some people don't take him seriously, but then he's getting so much attention from being a character that he's telling you that's what he's doing. In your experience when you're dealing in this world, do you feel like a lot of people are so different than who they are on camera, on screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is that normal, you think?
It is what they feel working for them. Like they feel when they make funny videos, let's say, on TikTok, and when they feel engagement, they follow a certain pattern. But maybe in reality, it's completely different people. They just follow something what they feel engaged with.
Yes. Yeah.
So in reality, you can meet person from social media, and it will be a completely different person.
I've seen it before as well.
It's true, man.
Definitely seen that
very
before.
true.
Yes. The other question I had for you as well, I'm thinking about the youth or people who are starting out their careers or life. There's a lot of people out here who don't know what they want to do yet, right? So if you were giving your advice to someone who wants to be an influencer, who wants to be big on social media, what advice would you give someone who's aspiring to be where you are today?
Education above of everything. As I said, I succeeded because of my marketing knowledge as well.
Yes.
So you cannot think that tomorrow you register in TikTok and you will get good money. You have to develop yourself.
Yeah.
You have to learn many things. You have to have education as well. It's amazing thing, social media. Opportunities are endless, as I say, but it also requires a lot of work. So if you really want to enter this world, you have to be ready that it's not easy unless you are a celebrity or a person who already known before and you registered and people follow you.
There are people that already have a following before.
Yes, but if you just started your way, it takes time. So I think if the person working somewhere, I do not recommend quit job as I did.
I was just going to ask you that.
You hear that, everybody?
Yeah.
Don't quit your day jobs.
What's Canada's working? You working?
Don't
quit your day job.
No, it's not good. Try if you feel you're strong enough to work on it together with your job. If you have enough time, because you need a lot of time for it. You cannot be famous overnight.
Right. Well, so that's a great question. How did your 5 to 9 look like? Because you went to work from 9 to 5.
Yes.
How did your 5 to 9 look like when you were doing this and building your brand? How difficult was that to go to work the next day? But this is what you really love to do at the end of the day.
How to combine both of them?
Well, basically, like for example, if I'm up and coming and I work in marketing, I love my job, but then I may have a bigger passion maybe for podcasting, but I still have to go to my job to make money,
Yes.
to podcast, to be a bigger celebrity or bigger known person.
Yeah.
But sometimes people will quit their job because they just want to do that full time. You're saying that you balance them both.
Yeah.
How did that feel, your 5 to 9, when that was your passion, you loved it, but you still have to go to work? Did you still enjoy going to work?
Depends.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Depends what kind of creator you are. Like, for example, if you are a plastic surgeon and or a cosmetologist or something that can actually benefit your main job, you can. It's amazing thing. Social media is great thing. It's an additional tool to get clients, to improve your to be recognized. But if your main job is not related to social media, it would be hard to combine. And I think to balance these things, you need to have good discipline and time management.
Yeah.
I'm very happy because you actually gave very solid, you gave very good advice. And you said something that's very important. You said success is not overnight.
No.
And you are someone who is an example of this. You had the degree. Well, you had the degree. You had the experience, and you chose to take a risk.
Yeah.
And you said, you know what? I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna put all my energy and effort into this. I believe in myself. The only support group that I had, that you had, was your husband. Till this day.
Still.
MashaAllah. Till this day. And it took you 7 years to get to the point where you are now. So that shows you that you need to have someone in your corner and you need to have faith in God. And then the rest is history.
Yeah, we are humans. We need support. We need that shoulder, and we need, at the end of the day, someone who can. I mean, I share a lot with my husband as well. Some difficulties that I experience. So he knows that it's not easy. You need someone to support you all the time. And if people don't support you and you still feel strength to, and you feel desire to develop yourself in this field, try.
That's a good question as well, because you know how we talk about when you first start something, that some of your friends that you thought would support, they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Like, you know?
No, but also, okay, I want to ask you a question, right? And this is a deep question, okay? You went on this 7 years journey. Was there a moment in his journey where you wanted to be like, maybe I should go back to being a banker?
Not exactly like this, but sometimes I thought where I would be right now if I continue back.
Yes, those moments of doubts.
Because it's a big time. It's 7 years.
7
years you
yeah.
can travel. Yeah, I
long
thought
time.
Where you question your, what would happen if I just continued my journey?
Yes.
And where would I be now?
Yeah. But I'm happy with my choice.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Actually, my banking, I travel a lot. I supervise branches. I manage sales in different branches. So it was also kind of creativity. Sales is art, you know.
Yeah, it's art to it.
So I
Sales
didn't
is art.
shift too much.
I like how you said that.
I didn't shift to being an actress. Let's say I still work with companies, and actually I had big experience in car industry, and with car industry right now I work with car brands.
MashaAllah.
So that experience I can support any conversation when I'm with the car brands. So it helps. It's like benefit each other.
It's very smart how you still have your old experience, but you still use it.
Yeah.
You're not really forgetting anything.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very smart, mashallah.
Yeah, the education is the most important. I think you would agree that you really invested in yourself.
Yeah.
All the things that you invested in yourself, you still use right now to build your
And we
brand.
keep investing.
Right.
You can. It's endless process.
Yes.
You have to do it non-stop.
Yes.
Because if you stop, other people.
They're coming, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normal. It's normal. You have to learn. You have to invest, and media world is so big. And there are many new members entering, so you have to work hard really on it.
It's always changing.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always, man.
Well, we're almost towards the end of the pod. Any, I think, last words that you want to say to the people watching today? Anything that you want to share? Anything that you want to tell the people that are watching today?
I think I would be very happy if my followers watching right now this video, and I am happy actually of the fact that I'm here already second time with the company.
Yes.
That I respect so much. I love what Qatar they did, and I'm so happy to meet you guys in person.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I'm so grateful for support. I will be keep doing what I created, and I will be always there for your messages and your feedback. It doesn't matter is it good or bad. I appreciate
Absolutely.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
opinion of people who watch my account. And if you ever have questions about the field, and you need guides, what we discuss, and help and support from my side, I'm open for that.
Alhamdulillah.
Definitely. And this is what our channel is about, everyone. It's expat stories. Everyone has a story here. Everyone's here and doing their part, and they're shaping this country in any different way, right? Whether you're podcasting, banking, you're influencing, we're all shaping this country into what we think it should be, and we're playing a part into growing this country and making it our home, right, away from home. And sometimes our primary home, right?
True.
But we want to thank everyone for coming in and watching us and checking us out. Thank you to your audience as well for stepping in and checking in. And this is episode 4 of the No Wasta Needed Pod. Peace.
Thank you very much.
Ma salam.
Assalamu alaikum.